Okay, so our goal for today is to begin the bucketing process. So a bucket should be one of the main ideas for your body paragraphs. Okay, I'm going to write that off to the side here so we remember. Bucket equals main idea for a body para. Whoops. Okay, I'll put it over here so that we can't forget. Next, we should remember what our topic is. So it's early Jamestown. Why did so many colonists die? So I need to find 3 different reasons for the many deaths of the colonists. Okay, now I'm going to give you 2 buckets. Okay, you can use them if you want. It's also a good idea to use your own language and your own words, but I'm going to give you these ones to work with. Okay, so for me, the first was that the living area just seemed unsafe, right? So that's what I'm going to call this bucket. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look for any examples of documents that are about unsafe living conditions. So let's jump here to document A. Does this say anything about the living conditions? Well, I'm going to use my highlighter. Oh, look at that. It talks about the qualities of Jamestown's environment. So I'm going to jump down to the buckets, and I'm going to put document A. Now, for my essays, I require you to use 2 sources per paragraph. So I need to find a second source that would match this. Okay, and let's say it was doc B, then I would type it in like that, and I have my first bucket done. For my second bucket, my idea, I'm going to say, seemed like the colonists were fighting each other, right? I'm going to say the group was fighting each other. So I now need to find any examples of the groups fighting each other. So let's see. So we have over here, we have the cutting of 2 people's heads. So this one doesn't seem to be about the colonists fighting each other. Let's see. Oh, here we go right here. And this document tells us Captain George is executed for mutiny. He was killed by his own people in the colony. So I'm going to say that document E gives us an example of this. So that's the process of bucketing. You need to have 2 sources for each bucket, and those 3 buckets will be the main ideas for your essay. When you have your buckets done, you create what is called a chicken foot. So the reason it's called a chicken foot is that this kind of looks like the toes of a chicken, right? You got the little foot and the 3 little prongs. And all you do with this is it's your thesis sentence. It's the outline for your paragraph. So in this first section, you just simply answer the question, right? So many people died in early Jamestown because. And then all I have to do is write out my ideas. So for me, since I said because it was an unsafe area to live in, that's going to be my first toe. That's going to be the first body paragraph. And my second one, I said the colonists were fighting each other. Now, I don't have time right now to go through a third one. So I'm just going to use a random example here, and I'm going to say, like, they were all gold mad. And so at the end, I have a layout for my essay. So many people died in early Jamestown because it was an unsafe area to live in, colonists were fighting each other, and they were all gold mad. And this is going to be the guide that lets me write my essay, because I have my 2 sources for each one. So when I'm writing my essay, my body paragraph 1, first sentence, so many people died in early Jamestown because it was unsafe to live in. Document 1 tells me blah, 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 blah. Explain it. Document 2 tells me blah, 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 blah. explain it. So all of your work is done by the time this is over. You're really just taking the information in your thesis and rewriting it. So good luck. I'm going to give you most of class to work on this, and then to start working on your outline.